Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Cotton Candy Doll. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome all. Hi, this is a shifting video. This is a cringeworthy video. This is a crazy video. This is an insane video. This is a mad video. This is a disturbing video. Oh my gosh. Oh. So guys, okay, I know what the title says, okay? I usually put little like hints and things in there to let you guys kind of give you guys a clue about what the video is going to be about. This time I was a little skeptical about what I should put there because I didn't want to give away too much information. This might be hard to listen to for some of you guys. You might not be old enough to be watching this video, but I'm going to be explaining everything in detail because I feel like I need to. Toshinori and I have come a long way in our relationship, and I just feel like we have that special bond with each other. If you start trying to sit through the video and you don't like things that are cringy, but you still want to hear, my suggestion is to get like snacks, your favorite snacks or drinks or whatever, or ice cream. You can watch the videos, you can actually sit through it. My support system is here. My Sarah's, he's been in every single one of my videos so far. Not on purpose. It's just when I'm talking and when I hold him, I just feel a lot better. Some stuff just gets harder to talk about every time. I had the perfect plan. By the way, you might hear noises in the background. Um, You might even hear garbage truck. I don't know if it's garbage day or not, but I think Thursday or Friday or something. I haven't heard them all morning actually. They're usually earlier than this, but I haven't heard anything. So anyway, I'm gonna get on and tell you guys what happened. And I'm gonna be keeping track of the video. It's gonna be long, but I have no idea um, how long the video is gonna be. I'm just gonna be keeping track. I'm gonna explain everything to you. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. This is not a hard video for me to explain, but it is kind of hard for me to tell you guys what happened. Okay, because I myself don't even understand the gravity of everything. So sorry. I shifted to Toshinori's house. I talked with my Discord group before shifting there. I came up with the idea to give a peace offering. Peace offering as in a bucket of chicken for Hawks. And for Toshinori, I was gonna order food for us to have. We were gonna have like sushi and sashimi um, and just have like a nice dinner. I was gonna order from that restaurant all in one. Problem is I didn't remember all the number to it or anything. So I had the idea that I would ship to the school, um, or at least close to the school. Now you guys know I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know how to actually shift there. And shifted outside of Tushinori's house and I made sure to shift away from far away enough from the door. So I basically just shifted by the front of his house, like right at his gate. And the thing is, I wanted to be far away so he couldn't just pull me in the house. I needed to at least try and get my peace offering. Another thing, like I was gonna wait to go back. I was gonna wait like another week. I decided not to because I have a child to think about. I really can't. I really can't do what makes me comfortable anymore. I have to do what's gonna make Frodo comfortable. I have to make him feel loved, and he's not gonna feel loved if mommy keeps waiting a week to come and see him. Regardless of what's happening between me and Toshinori or me and Hawks, I still have to come back for my baby. So that was what I looked forward to the most, was going to see Frodo. But I needed to take care of everyone's feelings first. Everyone may have felt violated or hurt by me. And so I needed to make Toshinori feel better first too. So I go to the school and I made sure I went like later. That way the kids were like getting out of school. I had the idea at first that I would sneak around through the back. But then I thought, how bad would it be if I ran into Endeavor or Aizawa or Principal Nezu, you know? I have no idea what Principal Nezu did for my punishment. Toshinori took responsibility for it, and I'm so happy for that, you know, but I wonder how hard it was to take my punishment. I mean, I don't know what Principal Nezu's doing to him. I mean, is he getting spankings from him? Who knows? I'm just joking. Anyway. Anyway, I wait by the front of the school and I'm hiding. Not really hiding. I just kind of have like my head down a little bit. I wore this dress. It was a really pretty dress. It had like tights with it, and I usually wear these dresses with tights when I go there. I have my stone. I'm able to take everything with me, at least mostly. Some of my attire changes when I shift sometimes. So this dress turned out to be really pretty. And yet it doesn't look anything like that in this reality. It actually looks way better in My Hero Academia reality. So in my Desire DR or whatever. Anyway, I'm waiting and I see Midoriya. Midoriya's the problem I have with Midoriya is he's kind of loud. And so like I wait for Midoriya to go past and then I see Bakugo. Bakugo is talking to Kirishima. And they are literally the last kids leaving. I waited too long for everybody to pass me. You know, I didn't want to just call them over because there was like a lot of kids around and I didn't want a whole group of kids surrounding me because that would have made it real obvious that I was there. I was trying to remember, I was trying to come here in secret, kind of, because Hawks might be also lurking somewhere too. I have no idea where he is either. I don't know who's with my baby. I don't know if he's with my baby or what. I don't know what's going on. So his hair is like getting in my way today. Anyway, so Kirishima looks fine. I shot him last time, and him and Bakugo are talking, walking and talking. And I go, hey, Bakugo. And Bakugo turns around. He looks over his shoulder. He's like, it's Cotton Candy doll? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing here right now? And I'm like, I have a question. Do you guys remember that restaurant that you guys ordered from? I just wanted to know how I could get that number. And Bakugo's like, are you trying to order food? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to order food. He's like, this way. I'm like, but I was like, do you have the number? He goes, no, follow me. And I go, hi. And I go, hi, Hiroshima. And I look around, guys, and I don't see Hiroshima anywhere. I'm looking around, I don't see him. He like freaking vanished, like freaking bailed. I think he ran away from me because he's probably afraid of me. And that makes me feel kind of sad. I really wasn't intending to hurt anybody, but I guess he's not over it. So I'm following Bakugo back into the school, but we're going in through the back. I would be really nervous if we were going into the front, but there's virtually like no kids. There's a few kids leaving still. So following him, he's got his hands in his pocket. He's kind of slunched over. He's walking. He's wearing a black t-shirt and a pair of like, they're like khakis. They have pockets on the side. He's like walking like with his hands in his pocket. And he's like, over here. I'm like, okay. And so like I walk into school and on the side of the wall next to the gymnasium, because the gymnasium's here and the wall's over here. And there's a fountain and a bathroom. And so it's right here on the wall. He goes right there. I'm like, thank you. He goes, yeah, whatever. And then he leaves. And I'm like, thank you, Bakugo. So I go over and I'm looking at the number. I'm like, okay, so now I need to call. I'm like, I need to find a phone so I can call. So then I go back to my classroom with the paper in my hand. I call. Everything goes smoothly, guys. I call and I order the fried chicken. I have it sent to Hawk's Place with a note attached to it. I asked them if they can leave a note, and they said nobody usually access. No one ever accesses to leave notes, but I'll do it, you know. So I put on a note, Dear Hawks, this is a peace offering. Um, Please accept this chicken on behalf of my actions. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry up front, but I didn't want to tell you face to face. Love, Cotton Candy Doll. So that was what I sent to Hawks. For Toshinori, I hand wrote a note and put it in an envelope, sealed it inside. And I looked around my room to see if I could find any heart stickers. I couldn't find any. So I basically just cut a heart, like a red heart, and I put it like in the middle and it said Toshinori on it. Um, so the food was going to be arriving in about 10 minutes, which is more than enough time. I figured I could just probably linger around the school, right? Just walk around. But then I got like second thoughts. I thought, no, the school is basically empty, even though I'm a teacher here. It's time for me to leave, okay? Because I'm getting an eerie feeling like I did that time when Ox became like a zombie. Anyway, I'm leaving out the back, and I walk over. I'm walking down over to where Toshinori's house is. I'm walking from school, and I hear, "So you decide to show up?" And I turn around, and Endeavor is standing over there. I'm like, "Hello." He's like, "Toshinori told us that you would be coming today. I thought you would be coming like during the day when school is actually going on." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess not." It's weird talking to Endeavor. I don't know, like, he doesn't seem like himself either. He seems weird. And I'm kind of wary and cautious of him because last time he ended up being Toga. So I'm like, "Have a good day, Endeavor." He's like, "See you around, Cotton Candy." And he walks away. And I'm like, "Cotton Candy Doll, Cotton Candy Doll." So I'm walking to Toshinori's house and I could see his door from where I'm walking. Toshinori freaking opens the door and he's like, "You came back. I waited for like a really long time." I go, "Okay, well, I'm coming." And I'm walking slower and slower because the delivery will be here soon. I really don't want to go in your house without bringing anything in first, especially after what I did to you, Toshinori. So I'm walking up to the door really slowly. The delivery man is taking a really long time. I'm taking slower steps. Toshinori comes out, picks me up, and like jets back in the house and closes the door. So now I'm sitting on top of the counter and my legs are at the end of the counter and I'm at his waist. And he's like, um, I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Can I just ask you something real quick?" And I say, "Sure." He's like, "You were gonna, how long were you gonna wait this time to come back? I did notice you're starting to come back more often." And I told him, I'm like, "I have Frodo now. I have to come back for him, if anything." And Toshinori is like, "See." So he starts, kissing on me, and I'm like, so like he doesn't wanna, I guess he doesn't wanna fight, and that's fine with me. We can make out or whatever. You wanna do it on top of the counter, fine. I have no problem with that. I have no qualms against that. No making out and stuff, the doorbell rings. He goes, "What is that?" And I go, "It's a surprise." And he's like, "Should I be afraid?" And I'm like, "No." So Toshinori is acting a little different than normal. So when he answers the door, he's getting all this food and he's like, "This is a lot." And I'm like, "Yeah." So we put it on the table. While he's getting the food and everything, I'm setting the table. I'm like getting the plates and everything. And so like we sit down across from each other and he's like, "You got me sushi." I'm like, "Yeah." "Yeah, sushi, there's sashimi." There's actually a lot more food than we suggested in the Discord. I thought it would be a really good idea to get that stuff for Toshinori, since me and him are in such a like we have like such an intimate relationship with each other, but we also have a loving relationship. What better way to show my love than to get him all of his favorite foods? So we're eating and stuff, and he's like, I have a great mind to pull you across this table. I say, please don't do that and destroy the food. Just finish this, wait till we're done eating. So while we're eating, I decide maybe I could try and probe him for some questions. Maybe I should try and probe him for some answers. Because remember, guys, I never got my answer from Touchnary. He said he wasn't going to. He also doesn't seem angry about any of the stuff I did to him. It's just weird, right? So we finish eating, and I go to Toshinori. He's like, hmm? I'm like, about Frodo. Did you plan that all along? He goes, I didn't plan Frodo. And I said, no. Did you plan to share me with Hawks all along? Was that a part of your plan? I really just need to know this. And Toshinori, he puts down his fork. He looks at me. He's like, why does that even matter? Honestly, like, and I said, because it matters to me. I didn't know anything. You didn't tell me anything. This just came out of the blue. I don't like it. Toshinori looks at me. He's like, dinner's over. And he gets up. I'm like, what? And he takes my plate away from the table. He takes all the food. He starts throwing all of it away. And then I'm just staring at him. He's throwing away all the stuff. And we didn't even put the stuff in the dishwasher. He takes me into the bedroom and he's like, so this time, it's going to be a little different for you. And I said, why? He said, we're going to try something else. And I go, okay. I'm kind of open-minded. What are we going to try? Missionary, what do you want to do? You want me to peg you? I mean, what? Do you want to be pegged? Do you want me to, do you want to say that you're my bitch too? But I know he's not going to do that. So he's like, lay down. And I lay down. At this point, I'm just obedient because I don't want him to like snap or be like, hey, I'm going to get you back for the last time. Or even though I know there's no way he forgot about that, guys. There's no way. But laying there, he takes out this blindfold. And he's like, I'm going to put this blindfold on you. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be blindfolded. He goes, just do it. So he puts the blindfold on me. So I'm laying on the bed. He comes over. He has cuffs, which assures me that this is Toshinori because Toshinori uses cuffs. He's always uses cuffs. So he cuffs my wrist to the bed. And he's like, okay. So I'm blindfolded. I can't see what he's doing, but I can feel his touch. His lips, they're going up my leg, up to my thigh, up to my other lips. And then he removes them. He starts removing my tights off of me, like slowly. And then I feel him like touching my hair. And then his mouth goes to my neck. He's like sucking on my neck. And I go, Toshinori, I don't want it. I go, please don't, please don't leave a mark. Okay. I don't care if you're my man or not. Do not leave a mark on me. I do have a job and I'm working. I don't want anyone to see how would I explain where that's from? Anyway, right? It was a really upbeat video, right? Yeah. Can you tell by my tone? Never mind. So so he gets me all like hot and bothered and everything, and he's like, he gets himself hard, and so I'm making out with him, and he starts to enter me, he starts penetrating me, and at first it's okay, but then it starts to really hurt. I'm like, this crap freaking hurts. Like, ow. And I'm like, and I go, stop. Toshinori, stop. And he stops. And I'm like, why did he stop? Toshinori knows stop means pause, okay? So we're having intercourse, okay? And well, we're starting to. He's going really slow. But every time I say stop, he's stopping. It's like, Toshinori, why the heck are you stopping? You know, stop really means pause. I just need you to get used to you, okay? You haven't been in me in a really long time. It's probably been about 2 weeks since we've done anything with each other. I mean, I don't know if it's really been that long, but it feels like it. I mean, at the rate, especially with my whatever my deal is. You guys know about that already too. So he's like starting to like thrust deeper, and I'm like, I'm not. For some reason, I'm not getting used to him. You know, because me and Toshinori to me is like the perfect size. Okay, he is. I mean, he's a monster. He is a monster cock, and so I feel like we should have been having intercourse or sex like every day as much as I could. Despite me like running from him every time we saw each other, we should have just did it right then and there. I mean, it's just smart for me. It's smarter for me because now I'm not going to suffer as much. It's not going to be as painful the next time because I'm going to get tight again because I just get tight, you know, again. So every time it's like, anyway, I still enjoy it. I still have fun. I still like it a lot. He doesn't like sex, but at the same time. So I'm just like, why can't I freaking get used to Toshinori? So I'm like, just don't move. And I'm like, just stay there. And he's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Fine. Just let me get used to you, you know, because you, okay. And so then he starts moving, and I'm like, okay, he's moving slowly. That's okay. But I'm just like, ouch, this fucking hurt. Like, and then, so then he stops and he's like, I know what'll help you. And of course, he's like, I taste you. And so, like, he runs his tongue over me a few times. And then he, you know, kisses me there. And then, of course, he's like sucking me there and licking me there. And I'm like, you know, I'm ready for you again. So then he tries to enter again. And it's like, I'm like, it's actually working. Toshinori, you know, maybe because I'm tighter, perhaps he just feels bigger to me, I guess. So we're going at it, okay? And he's like, it just sounds like it's like a rhythm. It's like, how does this sound? How does it sound? Let's see. How does it sound when you're having sex? It sounds like this. Like, wait, hold on. It's like a clap, okay? But it's like a wet clap, like a TMI, right? It's like a, that's what it was like that. And so, like, um, and then he starts hitting the spot, like, and so, like, I start climbing to my climax. And when I started reaching my climax, um, so Toshinori starts moving faster, and, and you know, I have an orgasm, and the orgasm is like out of this world. It reminds me of that time when I was outside. and Endeavor slash Toga, who was actually Endeavor. So it's like, we don't need a quirk like yours. When that happened, okay, it was kind of like that. Like earth shattering, like my head went back, and like I was like digging my arms, digging my nails, like into like the sheets. And like, but then he started again, and he started hitting the same spot just to, again. And I started climbing again. And I'm like, what? In the what the freaking heck? Like, okay, I know women can have multiple orgasms and stuff, but I didn't really believe in it. It's kind of like it was kind of like my belief with shifting and my belief with spirit animals and using our, and having energy and all that stuff like years and years ago. I didn't believe it happened, and then I discovered it. It became like the best thing in my life. But this was like the best thing happening right now in my life. I was like, the heavens opened up. I mean, it was like earth shattered. The orgasm was earth shattering, and I'm telling you, this happened over and over again, like 10 or 11 times. Okay, he kept hitting the spot, and even though it felt really good, it hurt too, but it felt so good. I just wanted more, and but I was like exhausted because like I like my energy was used up, and um, so like he was like hitting the spot again, and I was like I was like that's enough. I can't. And he's like, you can and you will. I will make you. And I'm like, and I freeze. I'm like, so then he starts slowing down. He's like hitting the spot, but he's slowing down a lot. And I'm like, why does this not feel, why does this feel so different? And so I climb my climax, okay, and it's about to happen. So then while it's happening to me, I feel him spilling into me, okay, his love milk filling me, like um overflowing, like pouring out, pouring into me. And he kisses me while it's happening and while I'm also starting to orgasm. And then he removes the blindfold. And I'm like, Hawks? I'm like, what? But it's like, what? Like, no. I I can't believe like it's freaking Hawks. It's Hawks. Hawks. And so then after, I mean, my mind was just like, I'm like, Toshinori, where did he go? And he's like, Toshinori was never here. And the thing is, like, I said this video was gonna be filthy, didn't I? He already spilled in me, right? Well, remember, my hands and stuff are cuffed, okay? And he starts hitting the spot again. And I'm like, Hawk, stop it, stop. And he's like, what? He's like, do you really want me to stop? I'm like, yes, please. And he's like, your body isn't telling me to stop. Your body wants me to keep going. And of course, I have another orgasm. And so then I'm laying. So then he like he undoes like the cuffs and all that stuff, and I'm just like sitting there in my juices and in his filthy, I know. And I'm just like, so then I get the blanket and I wrap it around me, and I'm like, I go to the bathroom and I'm like, I close the door and I lock it, but then I'm standing there. I'm just like, I mean, I thought I thought I was with Toshinori the whole time. Like, that means that Toshinori didn't even get the dinner either. That means it was him the whole time. Why didn't I know this wasn't Toshinori? He felt bigger. He felt huge. And I did get a glimpse of Hawks. Hawks, no wonder. There is a such thing as too big, okay? Toshinori is a monster. Hawks is bigger. And so I'm sitting in my bath and I'm just like, I'm sitting in there, guys, and I'm just thinking, like, I can't believe that was freaking Hawks. Like, what is Toshinori doing? And, but honestly, the orgasms are still like running through my head, like, holy fuck. He gave me like 10 or 11 orgasms, and he knows where my G spot is. How did he find it? And Toshinori doesn't know where it is. So then I'm prepared to, kind of like, I gather up some courage, as much as I can have. I'm still trembling, from my crazy, like, encounter. I walk outside the door, and Toshinori is standing there, no shirt on. He's like in a pair of boxers, and Hawks is sleeping in the bed. And Toshinori is like, I saw the dinner you got. Was it good? And I go, yeah. I go, Toshinori, how could you? How could you do this to me? Our relationship means the world. You mean everything to me. He said, you mean everything to me. But I wanted to share you with him, so I knew this was the only way I could do it. And I folded my arms. And I'm angry at him. I'm just like, so then Toshinori comes toward me, and I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. And he's like, Canida. I'm going to touch you if I want to. And I said, you're not going to touch me. And I said, don't. Because he starts coming toward me again. I'm like, don't. And I call my guide. My guide appears, and he walks over to me. He walks directly in front of. So Toshinori is standing here. He walks directly in front of him to get to me. He takes my hand and he's like, kind of yanks me a little because I'm just standing there. And he shifts me out. When I come back here, when I shift back here, I'm like filthy, and so I have to clean myself again. Even though I already took a bath over there, I still feel dirty. So I'm scrubbing my face, I'm scrubbing my arms, trying to scrub all the pox off me. And at the same time, those orgasms are still like there. Man. I didn't want to give anything away in the spoilers. I'm still trying to be like in a happy, peppy mood. It's really hard to be upset when you've had that many orgasms, seriously. If you guys know what orgasms are like, you know how much energy gets pulled out of you when that happens, okay? I was surprised I was able to walk after that. Barely. Ox is the size of a freaking. He's huge, okay? Bigger than Toshinori. And I thought Toshinori was big. Um, I was not expecting that. And he jumped right into like fucking me. He did not want to like. The foreplay was there, but it was very little. And I should have known that wasn't Toshinori. Toshinori will play with me for hours before he do anything. Hawk seems really, he just seemed really eager I need to hurry up and get her clothes off type thing. Like I need to hurry up and get inside her. I need to hurry up and make her. Uh, he even mentioned my face. He's like, you're making an interesting face. He's like, I love the face you're making right now. And the thing is, like, Toshinori and I, this is an intimate relationship that we have, not not, where's my baby? Like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I didn't even get to see Frodo. That was my whole reason. You guys know what that means, right? It means I gotta go back there again. Like tonight, I have to see Frodo. I need to figure out how to just shift to his room, hug him and kiss him and go. Like, I need to figure that out. I can't do this. I can't do this thing with Hawks. I can't do this thing with Toshinori. Like, you can't love two people. Like, you can't. And I was really slow to explaining everything in this video. It was so hard. It's still in my head. I'm pretty sore. Like, I am. Uh, I hope things get better. Seriously. I don't want to have to, like, I don't know. Like, this is a hard situation. Like, I don't know what to do about it. Um, anyway, I did say the video was gonna be filthy, right? Um, anyway, so that's what happened at Toshinori's house. And when I go back, I'm just gonna go straight to Toshinori's house. Screw it. Didn't even work. The plan did not work. I'm gonna go right before school. I go to Hawks' house, see Frodo. I wonder how things are gonna be between us now. Like, I wonder if it's gonna be even more awkward. He was supposed to hate me. Like, I don't understand. He like hated me, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Um, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when my other videos like this one becomes available, which will be really soon because I have to see my son. I think I'm gonna put him as like my number 1 on my list. He's gonna go above everybody. I don't know what to do about Toshinori. I really don't. But I have to do something about what. I don't know what to do about him. I don't know what to do about Hawks either. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.